guys, welcome back. So today I was looking for a lemon recipe, and I found a few of them, but I had a hard time making a decision. And finally I picked one, and I am going to be showing you guys how to make warm lemon pudding cakes. They sound delicious, they look delicious. I can't wait to try these. So let's get baking and I'll show you how to make them. Alright, so the first step in this recipe is to zest up 2 lemons. I have already washed my lemons, just so that I'm ahead of the game here. And I'm just going to zest them all up, and I need to make about 2 teaspoons of lemon zest. Okay, so I'm going to take my lemon zest and measure out my 2 teaspoons, and I'm going to start working it into 1 cup of sugar. Just like my other recipes, I just work it in and get all the oils out of the lemon zest and into the sugar, and then I'm going to set this aside for a minute. Next, I'm going to get 2 bowls, 1 regular bowl and my mixer bowl, and I'm going to separate 3 eggs. I'm going to put the whites in my mixer bowl and the yolks in the other bowl. Once this is done, I'm going to take my whites, put them on the mixer, and let them mix until they become all light and fluffy and form stiff peaks. I didn't record the whites mixing on the mixer because I figured you guys don't need to watch that just mixing. So I'm just going to let those mix until they're ready and show you the rest of the recipe. Alright, so moving on, I'm going to take the lemons that I zested earlier, and I am going to squeeze all the juice out of them. We need enough juice to make 6 tablespoons. So I'm going to squeeze out as much juice as I can and set it aside. To finish getting our dry ingredients ready, I'm going to take the sugar and lemon zest that I did up earlier, and I'm going to add 6 tablespoons of flour to it and mix that all together just so that it's combined and ready to be added to the wet ingredients. Now we're ready to start putting everything together. So I'm going to mix in 1 cup of milk into the 3 egg yolks. I'm also going to mix in 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and I was supposed to mix in 2 tablespoons of melted butter, but I forgot it in the microwave. Now you're going to mix in the 6 tablespoons of lemon juice. So I squeezed 2 lemons and it made just enough lemon juice. I think I have a tablespoon left over. So mix it all in, mix it up really well, and now we're going to add the flour and sugar mixture to it. And you're going to mix it until it's smooth. No clumps in it, okay? So give it a good mix. Alright, so now we're going to add our fluffy egg whites, and you're going to mix it in or gently fold it in with a rubber spatula. And you're just going to do it a little bit at a time. You don't want to overmix it. You don't want to lose that light, airy fluffiness from the egg whites. So just mix it until it is combined. Alright, so next you're going to take some ramekins, spray them with some Pam. I'm using 6 ramekins. Mine are really big. I kind of wish I had smaller ones so that I could make more of these other than just 6. So anyway, spray them, put them in a 9 by 13 inch pan. And then you're going to fill them with the cake batter. And you're going to fill them almost to the very top. They are not going to overflow when they're baking. They will puff up like a souffle. So fill them all up, and then you're going to pour water into the 9 by 13 inch pan around the ramekins. And you're going to put enough water in the pan that it reaches about halfway up the ramekins. This will help with the baking process. It bakes them more evenly and at a slower rate. So the recipe said to bake them for about 45 to 50 minutes. Mine actually baked a lot faster. They baked within about 35 to 40 minutes, and I took them out at the 45-minute mark, and they are a little dark for my liking, but they still look like they turned out perfectly fine. So as soon as you take them out of the oven, you're going to remove them out of that water bath and put them on a baking sheet or a cooling rack. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word there. Cooling rack, and you're going to let them cool for about 20 minutes. So this is what they look like ramekins right out of the oven. I just took them out of the water bath. And the smaller ramekins cooked up much more evenly than these bigger ones. They cracked on top. I think it was because they were too big and there was too much in them. So now they're going to sit here and they're going to cool, and as they do, they will shrink a little bit and kind of fall. Alright guys, so when I first took these out of the oven, they were puffed right up. And they're kind of like a souffle. So it puffs up and then it shrinks down a little bit, which is what they did. They shrunk down a little bit. They look really good. My house smells amazing. It just smells like lemons in here. It's so good. Yeah, let's give this a try and see how it actually turned out. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, so at the bottom of each of the little ramekins, there is a lemon pudding. So during the baking process, it separated. It left a pudding on the bottom and all the cake rose to the top. So let's try it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, these are so good. I did not know what to expect. They're delicious. I'm really glad that I found this recipe because I'm really liking it right now. So a little bit of blueberry sauce would be good on them, or just some fresh blueberries, a little dusting of powdered sugar. These are fantastic. What a great recipe. I am so glad I picked this one today. So give this one a try if you want to, or if you have one that you really like, let me know. I'd be happy to share thoughts on it or maybe give it a try. Thank you so much for watching today. As always, the links will be in the bottom of my description, bottom of all the links. Everything is in the description below my video. And remember to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I will see you for the next recipe.